What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today we're back with my 2016 Ford Taurus SHO Police Interceptor. Yes, it's a twin-turbo V6 all-wheel drive police car. So here it is. I got this car for really cheap from a dealer auction called ACV Auctions, and I had it shipped all the way here from Pennsylvania, and there's a few things that need to be done to it, so I decided to pull it into the garage. First and foremost, the most important thing we need to do to this is change the oil. The oil looks pretty nasty in it. It needs to be changed. Look at that. It's not the worst, but it's definitely due for an oil change. And when you're talking about turbochargers, you definitely need to make sure you've got good, clean oil. On top of that, cam phasers. There's a lot of parts in this engine that rely heavily upon the oil being the right viscosity and in good condition. Of course, the longer you drive, the more the oil breaks down, the viscosity gets reduced, and you end up with a watery oil until eventually you run it so long that it turns into a sludge. Now, over here is what we're going to be using, and I already know people are going to yell at me for the Mobil 1 filter. It was simply all I could find. So we have a Mobil 1 filter, we have Mobil 1 Extended Performance High Mileage Triple Action Formula 5W30 going into the car. But we also have something else we need to work on. I'm going to go ahead and change the air filter, just for good measure. I bought another air filter. But this is the biggest thing that I've been wanting to figure out on the car. And I kind of started without you guys, but I haven't really gotten anywhere. I can't seem to figure out why my sirens don't work. Here's the controller right here for the sirens. It's a Whelen, of course. And I assumed that something was disconnected or cut. A lot of times they cut the wires, but the wires aren't cut. The wires are actually all in really good condition, and then I checked this fuse, a little 3-amp fuse. It's in good shape. There's a 20-amp fuse on the back of the unit. It is also in good shape, but we have no power. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why this thing doesn't work. Now, of course, the car doesn't have the lights on it anymore, so, you know, about the best we're going to get is maybe the siren. But even then, I think it would still be cool if we could get the siren working in this video. So why don't we start with the most important thing. Let's get it up in the air. We've never been underneath this before. This will be our first time seeing if this car's got any major leaks or any major damage to the undercarriage. All right, so let's start with an oil change. This should be relatively simple, except I can't find the oil filter. So that could be problematic. I got my light here. I do see a little bit of moisture under here, but nothing that's actively, as you can see on the ground, there's nothing that's been actively dripping. Just a tad bit of moisture seepage, which I guess is normal. I'm not worried about any of that as long as we don't have anything leaking. So obviously there is a 15 for draining the oil. Wait a minute. Oh no, hold on, there it is. Can you see it? It's right there. But it's got a metal skid plate in the way. Tell me I don't have to take this whole damn skid plate off to change the oil in this car. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, we'll come back to that. Since we've never been under this car, and since it is a northern car, it's from Pennsylvania, why don't we just have a quick look underneath? Because we want to check for rust and things of that nature. Obviously, we got some surface rust, but nothing out of the ordinary, nothing major. No severe rust at all. It's all just normal surface rust, which is pretty impressive for a 2016 car from Pennsylvania. I don't see any damage to the crash bar. Nothing anywhere on the frame. Suspension looks to be in excellent condition. Here's your rear differential right here. And your drive shaft, exhaust. There's your that's the part that always fails and causes those stupid evap leaks. But anyway, moving on up. Again, everything looks really good. You got a little resonator right here. Some flex pipes right there. And getting back up here, here is the power transfer unit. They call that the PTU. And everything under here looks to be in good shape as well. There's your transaxle. And up here is the PTU itself. I don't know if you guys can really see up there or not, but Everything looks to be in really good shape, and that makes me very, very happy. What doesn't make me happy is the idea of taking all of this off just to get to a stupid oil filter. I can't believe they would do something. Wait a minute. No, 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 no. Wait, wait, wait. Look. Oh, let's move this. Let's move this out of the way. Ha ha ha. There you are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now remember, because it's the police package, this thing has all kinds of great stuff. And for 2016, I think 2015 or 2016, they made a few changes. You've got a PTU cooler. Back in the day, the PTUs on these things would just grenade. They got the oil got old, they overheated and grenaded. Well, thankfully, these cars got some major upgrades. This car has a transmission cooler. It has an oil cooler. It has a PTU cooler, which means all of the fluids can stay nice and cool and they will last a lot longer. Now, I guess the first thing we're going to do under here is go ahead and drain this oil. Let's get this nasty oil out of the transmission, out of the engine. Here we go. Let me bring my light over here. There we go. And hopefully we don't make too big of a mess here. We'll bring this pan up just a hair. All right, we've got a 15 mil right here. It should do the trick. All right, I'm ready to see what comes out of this. I can tell this oil is really old. Come on, well, that's a long bolt, isn't it? This is going to be one of those that just pops out at me with no warning and makes a huge... hold on. We did it. We got it. First shot. Not too shabby. All right, there's that oil coming out. It's dark. It's definitely due to be replaced, but thankfully, no shinies. I don't see any... No metallic, no shiny, no glitter. That is really, really good. Just nasty oil. So we're going to let this drain, and then we'll tackle the oil filter. All right. Somebody put this oil filter on way too tight. Thankfully, I've got this little adapter for my ratchet, because otherwise that was going to be a bear. Otherwise, we would have to pull this whole skid plate off just to get hands on that thing to spin it. I put my hands on, I couldn't turn it for anything. It is, in fact, hold on, can I do it one-handed? Good Lord. There we go. Now, I had to kind of hammer my adapter on here, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if this adapter doesn't come off. Oh, man, thanks. That's nice, sure. Of course it's going to make a mess. Why wouldn't it make a mess? It has to make a mess, right? It's a prerequisite to changing the oil, is things are going to get freaking messy. Let me get this filter off, and we'll put the new one on. All right, I think we've done everything we can do under the car. We've got a new filter, and yes, I did pre-fill the filter as much as it would hold. So from up here down to about there, I did pre-fill it. I made sure the gasket came off with this filter, and I cleaned all the surfaces up, and I lubed the top of the filter. Here's what was in it. It was a Fram titanium, and that sucker was a bear, and getting my adapter off was pretty difficult as well. I had to take a hammer to it. Let's get this car down. Let's fill it up with some fresh oil, change the air filter, and then we're going to work on trying to get these sirens working. So the oil capacity of this car is supposed to be, 6 quarts. Golly, wow. They're not joking around, are they? It's supposed to be 6 quarts with the filter change, which, of course, I don't know why you wouldn't change your filter. So 6 quarts it is. Let's try not to spill this all over the engine. There we go. All right. Look how beautiful that fresh oil is. This car is going to be so happy. I love driving it. I stopped driving because I checked the oil and I was like, man, that oil's getting pretty nasty. And instead, I could have taken it to a 5-minute change your oil place, but I thought, you guys love this police car as much as I do, so we'll go ahead and do this in-house. Sure, it takes a little longer and probably didn't save any money, but it's fun nonetheless, I think. It's got a fresh oil change, and you can feel good about doing it yourself. I know there's something satisfying about that, in my opinion. So before I add the last quart, I always like to go ahead and just fire it up and then double check the oil level and make sure. I'd rather have just a tad bit too little than to have too much and then have to figure out how to deal with that. Real quick, before I attempt to start this up, you see I've got my oil cap here. I set all this stuff over here, and I happen to notice this. Does anybody know what this is? It says it's a breaker, and it says reset, but I don't know if that... Is this tripped? I don't know. Could this go to the... Could this go to the radio equipment? There's a fuse. I'll bet it does. I'll bet all of this goes to the radio. That breaker is tripped. No way. Okay, I'm not going to get too excited. I'm not going to get too excited yet. I'm not going to get too excited. I'm already too excited. Come on, let's put this dipstick in here. Let's check the oil level. And I want to fire this thing up. I decided to go ahead and change the air filter while we were at it, but this air filter looks perfectly fine. Oh well, it's going to be done now. We've got a brand new one right here. We might as well go ahead and slap it in. It looks like somebody was maintaining this car. It looks like when it came time for its next oil change, though, they opted to get rid of the car. So that's good news. It's always good to see somebody was maintaining their ride, especially when that person's ride is now your ride. It's good to see that somebody loved their car. All right, moment of truth. I think the keys are in it. Let's, the keys are in it. All right, let's give it a first start. I checked the oil level, and it is good. It's full. That's normal. It went away immediately. It had no oil pressure. That's a cold start, guys. And it sounds happy. Oh, you know what? I forgot let's very gently slide this back. Oh, it's lit up. It's lit up. What is... Oh! Oh, no way! Oh! I don't know how to work this. Hold on, hold on. Here's the neck. Where's the... Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test. Pull over, you stupid son. No. Pull it over, boy. You're in big trouble now. These, I think, are all for the light bar. You've got your directional lights for the light bar. Right alley, left alley, takedown. So none of these should work. I don't know what these do. Rad, man 1, man 2. I think that's for the siren. But there's no sirens. There's no... Come on. Nothing? Test, test, no? Nothing. Wait, 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 wait. Guys, we have lights. This car still has lights. What? Oh. Oh, oh, it's still got lights. No way. No way. Oh, it was a stupid breaker. Oh, wait a minute. It's only on one side? What? Wow. That is bright. And look, it's got the lights on the front, too. Oh. Oh, I am so happy. I don't know why there's no lights on the driver's side. Look at that. Oh, this has got to be illegal. This has got to be illegal. That's okay. Listen to that engine purr. You hear that rattling? Does it scare you? Don't let it scare you, guys. This has a high pressure fuel pump and direct injection. These things make rattling noises like that. It's perfectly normal. Perfectly normal. We're gonna shut it off. I can't believe those lights work. I don't understand why only one side is on, though. Why is this side not on? I don't know. That's more than I ever hoped for. I didn't know the car had any lights left in it. I had no idea. Oh, and all it was a... And look. Oh! So you have the horn, or flip it, and it goes to the siren. Oh, I love this car even more. I love this car even more. Okay, let's kick on some lights. Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. All from a switch. It's just a switch. Somebody just pushed the button and turned them off. That's probably the way I should leave it, because I'm going to get myself in trouble. Somebody's going to be acting a fool on the highway in front of me or something, or cut me off, and I'm going to be like, beep, beep, and I'll flip the lights on them. No, I wouldn't do that. That's highly illegal. I'm just... So this stays on. Right? I guess. Yeah, this stays on even when the car's off. Test it. Golly, that's loud. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Test. I'm happy. Granted, not everything works. Like, it'd be great if this side of the car worked along with that side of the car. There's got to be something must come off. I don't know. Hell, it could be a fuse. I don't know. Am I really going to worry about it too much? Probably not, guys. It's I didn't expect this car to have any lights. So the fact that it's got some, well, that beats not having any at all. So let's check the oil level. I just want to make sure that it's full. It's probably a little low now that the oil's had time to circulate. Yeah, looks like it needs just under a quart. Guess what? I happen to have just under a quart. All right, well, I think that was a relatively short video. Super easy. I bolted everything on the interior back up again. I filled it up with oil. Everything is happy. And I also found something else. So I've always had this light right here. You know, traffic light, red light, white light. That's always been there. But I've always had this button, and I couldn't get it to do anything. Well, I want you to... I don't think it works this light, but watch. Look at that. You could light up the rear passenger red or white or off. I'm sorry, but this car just got even cooler. Yeah. Oh, man. What a cool car. Isn't it? Isn't this car awesome? I could see myself running the battery dead with all this stuff. It's got the light that works. Super bright light. Well, I think that's a wrap for this video. We fixed more than I ever hoped to fix on this car because I had no idea it still had lights in it. That means it should still have lights over here too on this side. It's just, you know what? I think it's burned out. Is that the one that does the, yeah, it is. There's an LED bulb right there. That does all the flashing. But if you look at the LED bulb on this side, it looks like it exploded. Like it's burnt and it looks cracked all around the edges. Yeah, I'll bet the lights work. I'll bet, what do you want to bet? That this side's LEDs are just burned out? That one probably as well. It's sitting on the bottom of the taillight there. I'd almost bet you money if you replace those LED bulbs, this whole car would flash again. Again, guys, I didn't expect it. I didn't know the car had any lights left in it at all. There was one thing that I was really hoping to get fixed that we didn't, and that's the siren. Obviously the speaker is hooked up. Everything is there. The equipment inside the car is functioning. We have lights, we have the horn, we have the microphone, but there's no siren, and I really thought we could get that working. I have no idea why the siren doesn't work, but we have the horn, we have the mic, we have lights, which I think offsets the Siren just a little bit. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video of my super cheap 2016 Ford Taurus SHO Police Interceptor, the gift that just keeps on giving. I had a lot of fun working on it and bringing you this video. So do me a favor, if you liked the video, hit the thumbs up button and let me know. Be sure to drop your comments down below and consider subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.